right, we'll go ahead and get started in about 60 seconds. For this practice, I recommend a meditation cushion. If you don't have one of these, a pillow or a blanket will be just fine. 1 or 2 blocks. You can also use a stack of books or anything that is similar to this block shape. And maybe some water, cup of tea, whatever feels good, whatever you want to have in your space right now. So I'll just give you a few seconds to get acclimated and get your props ready for this practice. It is Wednesday, Mercury Day, Capricorn season. So let's really put this work in today. Let's work on our mats. Whenever you're ready, you can meet me in a seated position on your mat, meditation cushion, blanket, pillow, or towel. Meet me in an easy pose, legs crossed. This is feeling uncomfortable in your knees or your ankles. You can keep your legs extended out in front of you. Maybe placing your hands with your palms facing up towards the sky for a more energizing experience, or placing your palms facing the earth for a more grounded practice. I invite you to roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Just noticing if you're holding on to any tension in your neck or shoulders, upper back. Rolling up to the ears, rolling down the back. Do this one more time. Reversing directions, rolling up to the ears, rolling your shoulders in the front of your body. Up, rolling them to the front. Do this about 2 more times, waking up our shoulders, our neck, getting some movement in the body. All right, after that, I invite you to just do some simple twists. You can have your arms out extended if you have the space, and just twist your torso back and forth. You can have your arms swinging. If you want a more controlled twist, you can keep your hands at prayer center. Maybe using your arms to twist a little deeper. Going at your own pace. And we'll take a few cat-cows to wake up the spine, seated cat-cows. So placing your palms on your knees, inhaling. Well, let's see. Yeah. Inhaling, protruding your belly outwards, rolling your shoulders back, tilting your chin upwards, breathing into your chest. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, tucking your belly button in and tucking your chin. Inhaling, pushing that, sinking your tummy into your lap. Chin and chest up slightly to the sky, gazing up slightly. Exhaling, rounding your back, pulling your belly button into your spine. One more, inhaling, chin and chest up just slightly, pulling your belly button towards the front of the room. Exhaling, rounding the back, pulling your belly button into your spine. Coming back into a neutral, easy pose. And after those small movements, just observing how you feel in this moment, noticing the natural rhythm of your breath, noticing the support beneath your sit bones, observing what parts of your body are making contact with the ground. Maybe your ankles are touching the ground, maybe the backs of your legs are connected to your mat. Just feeling into that support. I invite you to gaze around your space. noticing what's in your immediate environment, observing what colors stand out to you, what feelings come up as you look at certain objects. Picking out one object in your vicinity that feels grounding or brings a sense of comfort to you, identifying that object and knowing that you can always bring your attention or your gaze to that thing if your internal experience ever becomes overwhelming at any point during this practice. So we'll be spending a lot of time observing our inner sensations, our breath, our emotions, our thoughts. And again, if that ever becomes overwhelming, all you have to do is blink your eyes open, identify that object once again, and know that you are safe here. This is a safe space. There's no immediate threat in your environment. You're safe on your mat. And your body is grateful for cultivating this experience for yourself. I notice that I'm intuitively just rubbing my thighs and legs, giving myself some affection and what is the word? It just slipped out of my head. Feeling, I guess, just being connected to myself and my physical being. I invite you to, comfort. That was the word I was looking for. This feeling just gives me some comfort. And I know for a lot of people who have had traumatic experiences, it's often uncomfortable to be present in one's body and to feel safe here. So I noticed that just giving myself massages and touching myself, kissing myself, practicing Abhyanga, an Ayurvedic oil massage, just giving myself some physical touch really helps me to feel more comfortable in my own body. It's soothing. So as I'm speaking, I invite you to just rub your body in whatever areas feel like they need extra affection. And this wasn't particularly going to be a part of my practice, but since we are focusing on physical touch, we'll go ahead and add a lymphatic massage, a self-lymphatic massage, or just really a full body massage. So if you're seated, you can extend your legs out in front of you. And how about first, I'm just gonna talk a little bit more and then we'll hop into our practice, even though this is all a part of the experience. So, and I'm sorry, but I've taught a lot today. It's been a long day at work, etc. So bear with me as I try to communicate clearly and stumble over my words. In the meantime, give yourself some love, kiss yourself, wrap your arms around your body. We will center this practice around physical touch, and that's actually a really good theme. We can just, the intention of this practice is to extend love to our physical bodies, practicing physical touch, and just focusing on how we can use the 5 love languages that everybody loves and loves to quiz themselves on, etc. We can use the 5 love languages to extend love to ourselves. So if physical touch isn't a big love language for you, perfectly fine, but it's still nice to feel that connection with oneself. So yeah, this practice will be about physical touch, and I will infuse that theme throughout a lot of the poses and throughout the entire sequence. We'll start in a seated position, get comfortable. Hope you're comfortable wherever you're at. And we'll start at the base of our feet, the soles of our feet. So just massaging our foot with our thumbs in circles, just massaging in nice circles, starting right underneath the toes. I think this is the ball of the feet. Ball of the foot? No, this is the ball of the feet, I think. Oh my goodness, Faith. I need an anatomy class. Working your way down to the middle of your sole. Maybe taking long strokes with your thumb, starting at the base of your foot and just stroking and pressing with your thumb all the way down to your heel. Seeing what feels good. You can take your fist and knead it into the sole of your foot. Just noticing what sensations are appealing to you, using what works, and letting go of what doesn't work. Going for the toes, massaging your pinky toe, the toe next to that, your middle toe, the toe next to your big toe, and finally your big toe. I'm pressing in with a nice, about a medium to rough pressure or hard pressure. That wasn't very trauma sensitive of me, but okay, this class is no longer a trauma sensitive class. That's okay though, because it's still a class. So yeah, just pressing into your toes and waking the body up, touching parts of the body that we don't normally touch, you know what I mean? In between our toes. I mean, I know we shower and do all that, but how often outside of the top shower do you just touch yourself and massage your own body? Working your way up to the heels, massaging in circular motions, maybe stroking with your thumbs, using whatever pressure feels best. The top of your foot. Oh, I remember now the way to do this. We'll go back to our foot and just start squeezing our foot, squeezing our heels, squeezing our toes, coming up to squeeze our ankles, all the way up our calves. We're gonna do this in an upwards motion, bringing the energy up, flowing the energy from the earth through the crown of our head. And again, do what feels good. You can do circular motions with your fingers, long strokes, or what I like to do is just squeeze. It's really stimulating. Coming up to the knee, just doing the best you can. Squeezing the thigh in an upwards motion. Moving to the opposite foot. I'm starting at my toes, squeezing and going down to my heel. If this sensation is just not it for you, the squeeze, just see what your body responds to. Choose what's best. Maybe you like them all. Be eclectic. That's not the right word. I just like that word right now. I'm rebranding. Squeezing your heels and up your calf. Knees, thighs, squeezing in upward motion. Sit bones if you're comfortable with that. If not, you can just move to another part of your body. Squeezing the sit bones. Massaging the belly in a circular motion, maybe squeezing at the sides. Just see what feels good. I like this, which is funny because I'm actually really ticklish. So the fact that I enjoy doing this to myself is interesting. Not ticklish at all. It actually gave me goosebumps. So yeah, I'm doing circular motions at my lower back, squeezing at my sides, palm to my belly in a clap or thumb leading in a circular motion. This is a video, but if you don't have your camera on, or even if you do, feel free to work on your chest and your breasts, upper back and shoulders. Squeezing at the shoulders feels really good, and the neck, up, starting at the base of the neck all the way up to like this nape area, I guess. Squeezing feels great. Chest, circular motions. Love the shoulder area. This is definitely my spot. And then working our way up the arms, starting at our wrists, squeezing up to our shoulders. Maybe long strokes. Moving to the other arm. Going at your own pace, but the massage is complete and we will be moving into a flow soon. So just FYI if you're like still on your knees or something. But again, your practice, your rules. Hands. Giving our hands some love. Maybe interlacing our fingers and pressing our palms out to the opposite, in the same direction the soles of our feet are going in. Maybe pulling our fingers, that feels good. I don't love that experience. I like when other people pull my fingers and it cracks, you know, but doing it myself, freaking. I like when my nail tech does it to me. Squeezing my thumbs, especially if you're on your computer all day. Massaging your hands, maybe some wrist massages. Moving your wrist in a circular motion, gripping right below your wrist. Just twisting your wrist in one direction, full circle, reversing the direction. Other hand, or going in one full direction, circling. Going in the opposite direction. Notice your breath. What is your breath doing? Following the natural rhythm of your breath, see how many counts you can count for the inhale and for the exhale. And I'll do mine in my head and share it with you. In the meantime, choose whatever your part of your body responded to the massage the best and focus there, noticing what your breath is doing. So I'm at about 3 counts inhaling, 4 counts exhaling. So I'm gonna work on lengthening my exhale so I can get my parasympathetic nervous system on check, I don't know, on par, whatever. So go ahead and meet me on your mat. Clear your mat of any props you may have been using throughout this